So we're underway, the matchup between 1 versus 4. The sudden death playoffs of the BAISS Championship Series between the junior boys. The Temple Christian Sons, the defending champions. Completely new cast of characters, but TC always has a strong junior program from the primary school level straight up.
For years now.
I mean, as you would know, you weren't a part of that strong program. I mean, everybody falls off sometimes.
I left a little bit before they became such a strong program, but I was surprised though. Maybe they came on the scene about 2 years ago.
And of course,
as a force in the junior division.
And of course, SAC is always up there for just about every sport.
Every division, yeah, in every sport.
So right away, it appears this game is going to be physical, right? Right off the tip, like most Bahamian basketball. Pause. Like most Bahamian basketballers. As Cameron Toot fouled on his way to the line, he'll shoot 2. Misses the first. Toot misses them both. The Big Red Machine still come up with the rebound though. Nobody boxed out. Nobody boxed out the shooter. Nobody boxed out the shooter. Toot gets his own rebound. Jump ball, but TC gets the possession.
I think SAC won the matchup throughout the regular season. Huh? I want to say SAC took it.
Suns working the ball around on the interior. Michael Oscar is blocked on his way to the basket. And the Suns will get to keep possession after Kirkwood Smith. His 3 is just long.
Turnover on the inside.
Another jump ball. This possession will go to the Suns.
No one's afraid to take it inside. Safe to say.
There's never been a Bahamian basketball game where someone has been afraid to penetrate. I mean, pause. We'll be afraid to take jumpers, but no one's ever going to be afraid to penetrate. I think it's because we can't shake jumpers.
No. So they're starting off in the press. See how that goes.
The Suns going into their press very early.
Yeah, very early.
I mean, can't argue with the results, though. So a quick turnover. The Suns will get it back. Still no score. Both teams had 2 possessions. Still no score.
A couple of careless turnovers early, too, on both sides.
Chalk it up to early game jitters.
Oh, yeah.
Also, there's no
the biggest
junking.
problem.
It's kind of weird playing basketball with no junking. Big Red Machine looking for that spot to penetrate through the zone. Another turnover.
Yep. That's number 4 already.
Tario Bethel controlling the ball at the top of the post right now for the Suns. And 3 turnovers in 3 possessions. Neither team looks comfortable right now.
Yeah, they're just playing too fast right now. They just need to slow down and let the game come to them a bit.
I feel like nobody on the court listened to any of the new music Drake brought out this week, which is a problem. Smith with the dish.
First basket of the game to Michael Oscar.
And the Suns finally get on the board.
Steal.
Bethel with the fast break opportunity.
Just like that, it's 4-0.
And you can see why this team presses often and presses early.
Oh, another one.
Okay, somebody has to keep track of turnovers. I'm just going to go ahead and speculate. This game has 37 turnovers so far in the first 2.5 minutes.
That's where Thompson gets sacked on the board.
Smith with a drive to the basket, and that's good.
It's first time out for the game.
So after 37 turnovers and a couple layups, some steals from their half-court trap, full-court trap, excuse me, and the Suns take an early 6-2 lead over the St. Augustine's College Big Red Machine. Randy, what do you like that you've seen from your boys so far?
First and foremost, number 3, I'll get his name in a second. He came out with the calf sleeve on. That's very important.
That's very important.
That's very important.
It was the listen.
But honestly, I like the press. I like the press. I like that they're being aggressive early.
Okay, before we even get into the basketball stuff, the fact that he went out and he found a yellow calf sleeve shows his dedication he had to his uniform, which is very important. So you know he was coming out here to ball.
Yeah.
And he has been so far. That's Kirkwood Smith.
Good last name too. I should have written up some corny jokes to come in.
I mean, you should have.
I should have, but I didn't.
Wing it and let it fly.
Oh.
So coming out of the timeout, as you would expect.
Press is really giving them a lot of trouble, though.
But the Big Red Machine handled it well coming out of the timeout, and that's what you have to do. Another turnover, errant pass right there.
That was a nice block. Nicholas Jones came up with a block in the paint.
Jamal McKinney throws that one away, and now the Sac is coming out with a press of their own.
Yeah.
Bethel somehow was able to maintain control of that for a split second, just long enough for 2 to knock it out of bounds, and the Suns maintain possession. Smith with the ball, rotating it around to Hardy in the corner. Hardy will try a 3.
First jumper of the game. Oh.
The Suns back at it again. Smith leading the break. He loses it. Eastwood Thompson comes up with the rebound.
To Leo Williams.
Blows the easy fast break layup. Hardy will take it himself. No foul call.
Wow. Nicholas Jones taking a hard fall.
Everybody right now is just throwing up wild layups, hoping for a foul. That jumper looked really uncomfortable. So still 6-2 here in the first quarter. The Suns with the advantage over the Big Red Machine.
The press, I'm telling you, the press.
Well, that one didn't even come off the press.
It was kind of like a half-court press. They run press regardless.
That was just bad ball handling.
Oh. And one.
Lamar Watkins with a chance for a 3-point play, and that's exactly what the Sac offense needed to jumpstart them at this point. Everybody looks out of sync. Really discombobulated. Are there any other words I could use to describe how bad the offense was?
Like I said, it's just nerves. It's just nerves. A lot of them probably haven't played in front of a crowd this big, this late.
That's true. Nobody plays this late.
It's just nerves.
And Toot with the putback, and just like that, we have a tied game.
Fast break opportunity.
The Suns now having trouble handling the press. Bethel will dish it to Oscar. He's able to escape.
Trying to reset things for a bit. It's good that they could get it slowed down a bit though.
Neither team has been able to score well in the half-court set. It's all been off turnovers and all been fast breaks.
So deflection now.
Suns maintain possession after the ball is knocked out of bounds. Inside to Hardy, he throws it away.
And they call the foul.
Yeah, I think the foul was called on Hardy after Toot came up with the steal.
I want to say Jones. I think they called it on Jones.
You don't even know who they called it on.
They called it on 12, Jones.
All right, fine. Toot again will take another trip to the free throw line. Missed 2 on his first trip to the stripe. Misses again.
Hopefully he doesn't regret those later down the stretch.
That's like the classic cheesy announcer say that all announcers.
I wanted to say that. I wanted to say that since I put the headset on.
Yeah. No, you're right. No, you know what you got to do? When somebody makes a lot of free throws, you have to mention that they made 6 in a row and they haven't missed all game.
Oh,
because then they guarantee to miss. Save it for the fourth quarter, though. Don't do it now. You got to save your best material for fourth. So after the Suns had so much success with the trap,
the tables have turned now. The
tables have turned, and they have no idea how to handle it. I mean, that's one way to handle it, is to just heave it deep, heave it up court, and hope somebody knocks it out of bounds.
7 turnovers in this quarter. I was counting.
Nah, that's like turnover 48.
7 to 5.
This is the 48th turnover.
So both teams just pretty much trying to get going. I think whoever finds their groove first could have a big second quarter and try to pull away.
Yeah, I mean, it's about trying to find your offense in the half-court set, right? Because the first quarter, I can understand it being a bit helter-skelter. Everyone's still trying to feel each other out at this point. You're trying to establish yourself. Like you said, these kids never play this late. They don't generally play in front of this crowd. So it's a big adjustment that they all have to make. So after the first quarter, you'd probably see a lot better flow to the offense for both teams. And I'm sure the coaching staff right now in the huddle are talking about how to beat this press. Dang, are you waiting on jumpers?
I've seen some of the jumpers throughout the year.
I'm
waiting on it.
Like planned jumpers, or like that comes in the flow of the offensive set, like those kind of jumpers, or
a few.
Okay. And Toot fumbles the ball out of bounds there. Nice pass. Unable to handle it beneath the basket.
TC coming down. That's the first score in like 2 minutes.
And that's Jones finally ends the drought.
But I know, like, when you play in the gym like this, it's pretty hard. And, like, you get winded fast. Because there's so much nerves. Like,
you remember that?
I was not out of school 10 years ago.
You've been out of school 10 years?
No,
How long have I been out of school?
I've been out of school like 8 years.
Oh. I feel like I've been out of school like 20. It's probably close to that, though.
Yeah, but like playing these kind of games, you get so nervous and like you're tired after the first quarter, like winded after the first quarter.
Yeah, because I mean it's basically all adrenaline carrying you through.
Oh yeah.
Watkins splits a pair at the line, and we got another tie at 8. 1 minute and 2 left to play in the first.
This press is really causing trouble.
Well, they handle it really well when they get it to Jones in the middle. Jones tries to go coast to coast. He misses the layup. And Watkins, they're going to say it's off the Suns.
Final minute of action.
Toot with a dangerous skip pass. Gets away with it, but only momentarily. And after the 63rd turnover, the big man red machine maintained possession.
Oh. Temple Christian comes up with another steal.
64.
Oh, Oscar to the rim.
He throws up a wild shot. That's no good. Toot coming by the next way for sack.
Oh. Good block by Henry. Get it out of there.
Jones erases it at the rim. Woo. Smith throws up a wild one, but Bethel is there for the follow. Three seconds left. Watkins allowed to pull up.
Oh, he got the foul. He got
Great
the foul.
pass threading the needle there. I thought, listen, I would have pulled up for the 3,
He got the
but
foul.
I was always an extremely selfish kind of player.
Oh, so what were you going to do?
No, I was pulling up for that 3.
You would never see the court again.
There's no
until
way.
you gamble in like
I am
February.
convinced that he does not watch Steph Curry because you pull up for that 30-foot three-pointer.
And I'm glad he realized he wasn't Steph Curry.
Okay, but I mean, he dished the pass. Toot got fouled, but he misses the first free throw. Makes the second. All right, so the Suns will take a 10-9 lead into the second quarter.
What do you see so far?
A lot of basketball. No, but everybody is they're still in that phase where it's all going to be off fast breaks. I mean, the play that looked the most comfortable that any of these teams made was Jones catching the pass to beat the press
But he's
and just taking it coast to coast from the
aggressive on
half court
both
line.
ends, though. At least through the first quarter, he's been aggressive on both ends, coming up with a block down there, and then he came back down
And he has been. And
he
so
got a couple looks in the rim too.
So in a game like this, with a player like that, the most important thing is going to be, who wins the battle on the boards. So if you have somebody that's that active on both ends of the floor, defensively and on the offensive board, it's going to make a huge difference in the results of the game. But ball handling is going to be key for both of these teams because everybody's coming out, everybody's pressing. So your ball handlers are going to make a huge difference whether you even get into your offensive set.
I want to say they should stray away from trying to dribble too much and just move the ball, just pass.
Do you know where you are?
That's the only way to break a press.
How are you going to tell a Bahamian guard to stay away from dribbling?
That's the only way to break a press. Proven facts.
You better catch a flight.
Proven facts. So we're on the second quarter.
So checking in for the Big Red Machine is Andre Arthur.
It looked like TC has set into a zone this quarter.
Smith comes up with the steal, gets it up court to Bethel for the easy lay-in.
Dangerous pass. Unable to complete. So we're 10 turnovers in for Sac right now.
I don't know where you're getting these turnover numbers
I'm
from.
counting.
I don't believe you.
You said someone should count, so I took it upon myself to count.
I don't believe. Fake news.
Ah.
There's no way that team has 10 turnovers.
10. It's 10-8.
65th turnover.
10-8.
Suns try to work. Jones mishandles it. Toot comes up with it again. He's been really active. And a chance for a three-point play. Cameron Toot with the steal, playing the passing lanes really well. Takes it nearly coast to coast. He's fouled. What's he shooting from the line right now? You're taking stats, so.
Percentage-wise, or you want?
No, I want to know what he's shooting from the line.
Right now, it's about.
I think he's 2 for 5.
Like 2 for 6. That's 6. This would be the 7. Ooh.
Just rims out.
Yeah, just rims out.
Arthur looking for a foul. He won't get one. He stared down the ref. They could do it. They can't do that in the NBA. No, he would have get ejected.
It's the pressure at the moment. They let him go. So Toot is playing down low and he's playing up top right now.
It's a lot of positionless basketball.
Yeah.
Bethel nearly comes up with the steal. Toot will take it right back.
Pass on the inside. Nothing.
Blown layout. And you can see why Arthur was the key substitution for Sac at this point. Just 2 possessions for the team so far, but 2 offensive rebounds. So how are the Suns going to handle his size on the interior?
Bench, they have maybe well, not that I can see. They don't have anyone to match up with them right now.
It's difficult to see how tall everyone is sitting down.
Nah, but you could tell.
And we're really far away.
But you could tell. They're not that far away. You could tell. Arthur is there trying to spike the free throw percentage. No. But another offensive rebound.
And, of course, 2 turnovers.
Claire's able to convert.
So Oscar gets it ahead to Brady Claire.
A good save. Arthur with the save.
This is really almost like watching tennis. I feel sorry for the camera people. Like I got no idea which direction to look in right now, but I do know.
I've been in no shoes before. This is.
You know what?
It's tough.
I was wondering whether this is a good spot.
It's tough.
I feel like this is the best spot for this game because we don't have to keep doing the pan our heads left and right. But 14-12 after Claire's layup.
It's been a challenge so far. Two with the fancy dribble. Oh,
and
but
of
it's
course a
turnover.
turnover. Claire saves it. Looking for Smith. Smith will drive the lane and he loses it as well.
Arthur comes up with the steal.
Jump ball, possession hour, the ball will stay with the Suns.
So no one has really gotten comfortable yet on the floor.
You know what? We were saying that in the first. I think this is just what it's going to look like. I think they are comfortable.
There you go, the first
Claire's
three-pointer
comfortable.
of the game. It's the jumbo I told you
All right,
about.
so you were right about TC and their jump shooters. So Claire with a 3. And you know offense turns into defense. So somebody comes off of your bench, they give you 5 quick points like that.
Yep.
That energizes the entire team. Now you see players diving on the floor.
I see the Suns brought in Teran Roll to try and march with Arthur. To try to keep him off the boards.
And the Big Red Machine call a timeout. So obviously a great substitution for the Suns there. Claire coming in and kind of changing the dynamic of the game, hitting the game's first jumper.
Yep.
He had a fast break layup, so 5 points for him, and that's the difference in the game right now.
I think it'll come down to jump shooting. If anyone can make at least maybe 2 jumpers a quarter at this point, because
I feel like we gotta hold them to a better standard than 2 jumpers a quarter. I refuse to say that they only need 2 jumpers a quarter to win this game. I'm not gonna do it.
17-12.
I mean, that's better. But the turnover problems still persist. We've been saying it from the game has started. Not much has changed. Neither team can really get into the flow of their offense.
No, I think it just comes from trying to do too much. Getting ahead of yourself, just the crowd, it's the noise. Every time you have someone, you make a move and someone says, you want to try to follow up with something else. That's been the cause.
I think that's what happened. That's what happened with
on the
two
last one.
after
Yeah,
he
yeah.
had- Listen, it was some good crossover.
That was a good move. Lousy finish, but it was a good move.
Missed 3 there by the Big Red Machine. Another fast break opportunity for the Suns. And Oscar steps out of bounds, trying to tightrope the sidelines.
Shoot again, trying to make something happen for the team.
Wild shot. The Suns comes with the rebound. Here's Jones. When he gets a full head of steam at half court, he's not looking to drive and dish. He's going to put it up every time.
If he's not left-handed, it's impressive that he even went to go with the left hand.
Well, I didn't even think of that.
That's why I'm here.
Huh. I feel like we need to get him at halftime to ask if he is left-handed. Whoa.
A little showmanship.
Finish it. Okay, don't do that. Arthur comes up with it. Grabs his own offensive rebound. 2 again, strong drive to the basket.
Right now, he's the sole playmaker for the team. Everyone just standing around watching what he's doing.
Okay, so number 17 for St. Augustine's, Richard Taylor. Excellent crossover. He crossed up like 2 people on that play just now. Open lane to the rim.
I think he was trying to throw an alley-oop, honestly.
To who?
Arthur.
You know what? You're a glass half full kind of person.
Yeah. I play 2K a lot.
And so I believe in your optimism.
I play a lot of 2K, so I see the vision.
That's true.
It's my
So-
park move.
So the drought ends for the Big Red Machine, 17-14. Here they go with the press.
Passing. That's how you beat the press. You gotta pass.
You sound like, you know what it sounds like? Like you heard that 100 times when you were playing, and you were usually the person that tried to dribble at it. So now
turnover prone, bro.
After being scarred by that, you are adamant that nobody should ever dribble out of the press ever again.
Turnover prone.
174 turnover.
Oh, TC's back in the press again.
So Watkins is cornered, gets it to Arthur. Arthur all the way to the rim.
Oh, that's a good step. He took a good step to get a good step through.
So Arthur's fouled on his way to the rim, and he'll take his third trip to the line.
No one short on handle in this game.
Agree to disagree?
I mean, you know what I mean.
They're not short on free throw attempts. Free throw makes. That's a whole other story. Arthur misses another one.
He can be so effective if he makes these free throws because he's getting to the line. He's been on the court maybe, 5 minutes, and he's been to the line already like 3 times?
Yeah.
3-4 times?
Since they subbed him in the beginning of the second quarter, he hasn't sat down. And Bethel is called for a travel. So the Suns give it right back.
It's good to see both teams going to their bench, though. A lot in games like this, people probably stick with like a hard 6-7 players.
I mean, if your team is turning it over this much, you kind of have to go to your bench because you've got to look for an alternative. Smith saves it after it nearly goes out of bounds. Bethel for 3, and he misses it.
Tough move on the inside. That's Nemore, Lauren Nemore.
So Nemore will take his first trip to the line with the chance to extend the lead to 5. This is the first.
Now, you know what it is? What's your theory?
Explain it to me.
What's your theory on black socks, white shoes?
Who's doing it? Oh, my God. All right. Listen.
Explain the theory.
Cardinal sin of hooping. You do not wear black socks with white or light colored shoes. You just don't.
You got to do white socks?
I know that, and I'm 32. Yeah. I feel like every high school hooper should know that.
Yeah. So say no to black socks, white shoes.
Say no to black socks, white shoes. It's not good for your future. Anybody that you see do that in the NBA will not make an All-NBA team. They probably won't be an All-Star. Except for Kyrie. Kyrie, for some reason, has been doing that a lot this season.
I don't know. Yeah.
Well, you know what? That's the reason Gordon Hayward got injured.
He thinks the earth is flat.
Just don't do it.
It's just what it is. That's the kind of company you keep when you wear black.
The kind of company you keep, and that is the kind of karma you create when you wear white sneakers and black socks.
They're back into the action, I guess.
I mean, barely. So Arthur, he hustles, tries to save it from going out of bounds. He ends up rolling over on the line, diving to save it. Big Red Machine still trailed by 2. Bethel again controlling top of the key. Skip pass. Looking right now for an area to attack. Well, it looked as if the Big Red Machine were playing zone, but now they switched to man-to-man. Smith comes up with a runner. That's no good. Arthur is just a beast on the boards.
He has about 7 rebounds easily already.
If you don't get out of here with your made-up stats.
These are not made-up stats. You're just not appreciating the game fully.
Fine. I will suspend disbelief and I'll believe in your stats.
There we go. Let's roll with it. No one else got stats. They don't know.
That's true. You know, we really could say whatever. I didn't think of it that way.
Let's roll.
So Oscar tries to go baseline, and that's blocked by Arthur. He's really left his imprint on this game.
Yeah, definitely.
Bethel comes up to steal at half court, gets it to Oscar. He's able to step around, get a layup. So a 19-15 lead right now.
And it's back to the press, trying to get some turnovers late.
When they've been patient, they've been able to break it fairly easily.
Yeah,
it's just when they get to that point when
They
they
just run out
get
of
beyond
patience.
when they
just
get
run.
beyond half court, the offense just bogs down. There's nowhere to go with the ball at this point. See, right there, you have to take that jumper.
Francis. Oh, man. No good on the last shot.
And Watkins just tosses it up as the clock expires. At the end of 2, Temple Christian takes a 19-15 lead into the half right now.
Yeah, both teams struggling on the offensive end. Trying to get some motion going, some ball movement going, but it's a lot of one-on-one on both ends right now. Trying to do a bit too much. I think if they just settle down, maybe work the ball around a little bit, probably try to get some, I want to say inside, like free throw attempts, not all the way down in the paint. That might help them out a bit too.
So we'll be back for the second half action of the BAISS Junior Boys Sudden Death Playoffs semifinals between the Temple Christian Suns and the St. Augustine's College Big Red Machine. 19-15, Suns lead at the half. So at the half, the Temple Christian Suns with a 19-15 lead. You should be pleased about that because you're not an objective journalist.
I mean, I'm pleased because it's my team, but I haven't liked what I saw from the offense. They're rushing things. Some players trying to do a bit too much, a lot of turnovers. I just want to see them settle down a bit more, try to look for an open man, and shoot a little more jumpers in the second half.
For the Big Red Machine, their offense has really been centered around Cameron Toot. He's been the guy that's done everything. At some point, he'll need his teammates to step up if they're going to overcome this deficit in the second half.
But I mean, Arthur has been good on the offensive boards, especially. He has about 7 offensive boards since he checked into the game. But free throws is what it's going to come down to for Sac right now. I think they missed about 6 or 7 in the half. Those could come back to hunt them down the stretch.
Also, I think the DJ music choice plays a big difference. I don't know if you go with Bodak Yellow in the boys' game, perhaps maybe in the girls' game, but let's see which team makes a difference.
It's going to be whoever settles into their offense, I think. Whoever gets comfortable, whoever is able to figure out the other's defense. Because Sac has been showing a few looks. TC more zone, more trap. So we'll see who figures it out.
All right, now we're back for the second half, TC and Sac Junior Boys Championship. Okay, so right away, the same theme continues for the third quarter. It's a turnover.
Oh, he's going to hear about that in school tomorrow.
No, he's going to hear about it tonight. I mean, people are watching. His Twitter mentions are going to be on fire.
Strong take.
Now, someone's probably under the live stream right now talking about how he missed that layup. So Smith will go to the line for the Suns now. Makes the first.
And if Sac doesn't watch it, this lead will kind of get away from them too. This is the second.
Yeah, they're approaching that kind of dangerous spot that teams always run into midway in the third quarter, where
5-6.
the game can kind of get away from you, where a 5 or 6 point lead can stretch to 8 or 10. And there's just something about there's something about a mental barrier of a double-digit lead.
I mean, just knowing you down, it speeds you up even more. They're already like playing at a fast pace.
Again, like we talked about, Toot taking it by himself. Misses the layups.
Yeah, it's something about seeing yourself down on the scoreboard. It causes you turnovers.
Now,
I want to say that causes turnovers.
Okay, now can we go with my theory of taking 30-point Steph Curry threes?
No, not yet.
It's the way the game is going. You know what? Whatever. When I coach a team, everyone's going to be. We're playing the 7 seconds or less offense.
Yeah, but we'll be in Lithuania.
That's facts, though. So Oscar with the layup on a dish from Smith, and like we mentioned, just like that, this lead is 9. Big Red Machine really need a score, but there's a turnover. And the Suns with an opportunity to take their first double-digit lead of the game.
Oscar travels on the break.
And right away, just about a minute and a half into the third quarter, and TC builds a 9-point lead with a chance to extend it to 11. It's ball handling, it's ball security really, not being able to beat the press, not having a plan when you get into your half court, well, not executing a plan when you get into your half court set. All of that right now is hurting the Big Red Machine.
Because you know what I know, when you play junior, you practice every day and run set plays every day. But the minute that whistle blows, those players are out the door.
Absolutely.
Out the door. You think these kids don't practice plays? They probably practice plays. Their coach is like going insane right now because they practice
I can see it from here. He is going insane.
Day in and day out. Oh yeah, he actually is. but yeah, day in and day out, they go over these players. So it's frustrating when the whistle blows and everything just goes haywire.
Oh, I thought it was a shooting foul. Obviously, it's not.
Oh, it's travel. Yeah, he travels. They got him on the travel.
This is why you keep the stats.
Oh, that's a fact.
When we get a break in action, can we talk about the Blake Griffin trade? Because I feel like that's really important.
Yeah, people need to know.
All right, we'll wait until like somewhere in the fourth quarter to talk about the Blake Griffin trade. really, really important. If this gets to a double-digit lead, we're talking about the Blake Griffin trade. I made an executive decision. He went to the Pistons, by the way.
For a couple of bags of Skittles.
Avery Bradley and Tobias Harris.
Okay, so a Wendy's meal.
A number 6.
No
Like,
cheese,
that's at least a
though.
number
You
6.
can't even get cheese with that, bro.
Wait. Do we have to pause calling them a number 6?
Nah.
Nah, I'm going ahead and doing it. Pause.
Nah, that could roll.
Okay, so Sack inbounds the ball. There's 2 controlling at the top of the key.
Oh, near turnover that's now.
Gets it to Arthur. Yeah, that's not where you want him with the ball.
Oh, and he finally breaks through.
2 with the driving layup, and they needed that.
Yeah, it's the first score of the half.
But Oscar comes right back. He blows the layup.
2 on the break, trying to make something happen. Switching lanes. Oh, he comes up short in the
Just
layup.
short arms it. Jones with the rebound, and that was a big opportunity there because you turned a miss. You had a chance to turn a missed TC layup into a 4-point swing.
And Jamal McKinney from Sac, he has to take his time. Number 3, that's the second open layup he's missed. It's just patience. You just have to take your time with it. Right now, he's just rushing every shot.
And Oscar is able to break up a fast break opportunity for the Big Red Machine right there. So Thompson will inbound, gets it to 2.
Fakes it. I thought he was going to take it. At this point, you got to take at least one.
At least one, just to make
At
them
least
think
one.
about
Nah,
it,
you
just to
have to
keep the
take one.
defense off.
Arthur
Honest.
comes up short in the lane.
Arthur in the post, but he steals it.
Oh, he's playing tough, though.
Oh, Oscar with the cross.
Too much. Just a bit too much. See, it's like 3 players, like 1, 2, 3, then let it go. We're trying to do like 7, 8.
Nobody can string together a consecutive series of positive plays to really, well, for the Suns to separate themselves, and for the Big Red Machine, it would be to get back in the game. So 2 controlling the offense, gets it up top to Arthur. Thompson in the corner, and he just gives it away to Smith, who finds Bethel on the fast break. He's bumped, no foul call, but on the follow, that's Claire once again. So 7 points for him off the bench.
Lamar Watkins to the hoop with a little attitude.
I like the stare down.
I know, I love that. I love it.
Well, that's because you're a Russell Westbrook fan and you believe that everybody should play basketball with a level of righteous spite that's like one step above absolutely wanting to
No,
punch
we ain't,
someone in the
we ain't
face.
coming for friends. We come for W's.
I mean, that's facts, so.
That's why he made the free throw.
It is.
He was
It is.
locked in. So.
No, I like the attitude. You know why? Because nobody should be comfortable with their team down 8 points late in the third quarter.
Back-to-back free throws and just like that.
So the Big Red Machine down 7. Bethel gets it to Claire.
Oh, nice idea. We just couldn't get it through.
Claire misses the baseline jumper, but the Suns maintain possession. Jones with a strong board.
He's in there all night.
That's a battle down low between Jones and Arthur.
Yeah. Well, what they did, they switched him on him. He wasn't guarding him for a while. So now to matchup, they switched him on him. It was a good move, honestly.
So he'll have a chance to go to the line. Looking to push this Suns lead 2-9, but he misses the first. I never understood why referees need you to give them the ball between free throws.
No clue. Whoa, see that?
You know what I think it is? I think it's all a power play.
I have the ball.
Yeah, like,
I have the ball.
listen to me. Give me the ball as I touch it for a second and then give it right back to you.
I mean, he looks stern, though.
I mean, you got to.
Arthur with the left.
And he goes up with the left.
With the left.
So soft touch, and the lead is cut to 5.
Two with another
Stolen by
steal.
2.
Oh,
And he blows the layup.
Got to convert that when you're trying to come back.
That's one he's going to want back.
Yeah, definitely. Now
Unless
you
he
see the
goes
tempo
off for like
starting.
25 in the fourth quarter and then they win.
No.
But unless that happens, he's really going to want that layup back.
And he has another chance. Oh, just a little too much.
Also going to want that one back.
We have a little situation mid-court. A little attitude.
That's not a situation.
A
That's
little
fine.
love tap.
That's fine. Listen, I don't feel like we need to make basketball too soft.
No.
That is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But I will say this, though. Nobody called hassle.
No one. Natural instinct, hassle.
How do you not?
No, people don't even play hassle no more.
They don't?
No.
I feel like I hooped
No,
for like 10 years.
I walked on the court and like the kids that were playing
Were you the
before us,
old dude calling hassle?
I was. Because they were like 16. And I was like, hassle. And like I just came from the gym, so I was pulling that. Like that was my highlight for the
So
day.
you
like,
were
hassle.
out there. So what happened when you were out there fighting 16-year-olds?
Bro,
And they probably dunked on
see,
you.
you gotta understand. The kind of stamina a 16-year-old has is unmatched.
Yeah, no, it's weird. They can eat whatever they want and they jump really high. I hate them.
I'm talking about this like 4 o'clock, son. This was the day that I was off. So
Oh,
it's
God.
like 4. So that was my only advantage.
No,
I had to play to my strength.
you're brave.
I had to play to my strength.
We're just trying to beat up a 16-year-old. No,
And
that's fair.
posting up. 5'10" center.
Yeah.
I missed like 7 layups.
We got a lot of those in this country, though. So like a 5'10" center is not out of the realm of possibility.
Oh, good move.
Jones goes baseline.
He gave him the little mellow hook.
He did.
It's a little mellow hook.
That's the kind of moves that'll get you 25,000 points while LeBron gets 30.
Well, LeBron has a nice hook too.
Yeah, but that's like a 30,000 point hook that he has.
There he goes again. He's been good passing out of the high post.
Yeah, I
I've
think
noticed that.
early in the game, it was all about, getting the ball top of the key and trying to get that layup. But now he's driving and dishing. Thompson comes up with it, and he has an easy fast break layup that he blows, but Toot is there.
Yeah.
Toot is there for the rebound.
2 wins this game.
I mean, I think they all
I
do.
need you to know that.
Not one of them would have shown up if they didn't want this game.
Not everybody plays like they want it.
I mean, we're playing like you wanted is something completely different, but I feel like they all want to win.
That's 4 layups in a row for TC.
It's been a long season. Toot is fouled. Was he in the bonus?
See,
Are the Big
here
Red
again is
Machine
where
in the
we talk
bonus?
about the 16-year-old stamina. How many times could you go back and forth diving on this ground like this at this pace?
It's been ridiculous. They have a fast break every possession, and nobody is tired. Like, nobody's grabbing their shorts. Nobody's doubled over.
They could do this till tomorrow.
You know what it is?
Yeah.
This is going to be a great segue. It's probably the energy they get from drinking a crisp, cold, refreshing Vitamalt, sponsor of this
Plus.
BAIS.
You got to get the plus. Purple label, plus. Don't get the
Sponsor
regular.
of this event.
Yeah. Oh, that's 2 back-to-back
Thompson
again.
is
Thompson's
blocked
blown
by the
too.
backboard. Well, the backboard's not going to move. It's difficult not to be blocked by that.
It's just, oh man. No one can find any sort of footing right now.
And after all of that, the Suns come up with the ball. 28-23, 12.4 left to play.
It's been a long half hour.
It has been. Jones with the runner, and that's no
At
good.
this point, he's gassed.
Maybe we were wrong. Maybe
Yeah,
they
at
do
this
get
point,
tired.
He's gassed right now.
Taylor heaves it up. So 28-23 for the Suns headed into the fourth quarter.
It's back at 5.
So 6 minutes left in the season for one of these teams. Do the Big Red Machine have enough stamina? You can tell that the short arming of the easy fast break layups.
Yeah.
That's all legs.
No, it's not even legs. It's you.
I am
Yeah,
trying
the
to give
spot-
them the benefit of the doubt to say that there's a
I mean,
reason that they're missing fast break
It's just
layups.
nerves. Like, it's at a point that they're playing so fast. Like, they're probably shaking as they shoot it. A good much of those.
Yeah, because Thompson had about 3 or 4
That's what I'm saying. He had
opportunities.
4. He had 4. One was blocked by the backboard. He missed the wide open one on in transition, and then he missed 2 more bunnies. You got to convert those.
And on the other end, the Suns had tons of opportunities to widen their gap, but they haven't been able to do it either. Like at this point, both the Suns are kind of surviving a possible comeback situation from the Big Red Machine because they're just not making layups.
But on the next end, Jones missed about 4, but he's been good in the high post, but he missed about 4.
I mean,
down low.
it's tough because he's really been.
Oh, when you're the lead defender and
he's really been everything on the
board.
board for the Suns, so it's tough to come down on the opposite end of the floor and also be
the best rebounder, the best defender, the best scorer. That's tough.
Oh, I see Adidas socks with Nike sneakers. That's going to be a problem.
Come on.
Oh, that's a problem. That is such a problem.
I think
it's going to be difficult.
Yeah. Don't hate on Adidas.
So Watkins controls at the top, dishes it to Toot. Looking to make an entry pass to the post. It wasn't there, so he dribbles opposite side of the floor.
So TC goes into a 3-2.
So this is like the first play of the quarter is like calling a play out of your timeout. So this should be one of your best plays right here. Gets it to Arthur in the high post.
Foul.
He's fouled down low. That was probably going to be erased by Jones anyway, but he's fouled down low, and they're going to call it a shooting foul.
Free throws now. He's been aggressive
Oh,
inside.
now you can start to jinx people at the free throw line.
Oh no, he's missed
Go
a free
ahead.
throw.
Okay. Well, how do you jinx people that have been missing?
No, I'm just saying, man. He just better not regret it.
Okay.
Ew. It's been tough.
All right, so
it's been tough.
He misses the first. These are the ones that are really going to hurt when you're only down 2 possessions. It's a long fourth quarter to go, but those are the ones that are going to hurt.
Good luck. Oh, man. 2 is everybody tonight.
So Watkins saves it, gets it to 2. Skip pass.
Jones
Worst pass
break.
to make in that situation, and he bobbles a fast break.
Arthur again.
And he's going to head back to the line.
10 free throws.
I mean, but what's he shooting now from the line?
He made 2.
So he's 20% from the line right now, 2 for 10.
Now, you could give him a run. I'm sure.
No. Are you kidding? These kids would run. They would blow by me in a second.
Just not under the rim.
No, I'm not. I wouldn't even. Listen, I would not play anybody this young because it's kind of unfair. It's unfair to me. I hear my knee when I walk.
Just stand under the rim and put your arm on.
And he makes one, so 3 for 12. Big Red Machine down 4. Gets it up court to clear. He blows the runner. Jones misses.
I tell you what, though, they better score soon.
And the Big Red Machine are sticking around because TC is blowing easy opportunities.
Yep. But the thing is, they're coming up with so much opportunity off turnover. They just.
This is going to be a long 4 minutes and 44 seconds.
Let's be all facts.
Because this game is far from over.
Might even have OT.
Come on. Come on. Oscar drives baseline, and he's fouled, so he'll take a trip to the line. The Suns need easy scores. They're struggling just as much as the Big Red Machine struggled in the third.
Just that they got off to a faster start.
Yeah, so what you need
at this point,
what you need right now is an easy score to really right this ship. You got to see the ball go in the hoop to get some kind of confidence. You keep wishing and hoping for these jumpers. You realize we've seen 2.
I couldn't dunk, bro, so I had to resort to something.
I mean, that's true. So Oscar makes the first.
I didn't touch the rim till I was 20.
You can touch the rim?
Now.
Oh, I have yet to do that. I'm guessing like probably my 40s. I'm gonna have a basketball renaissance.
Uncle Drew.
By then, they'll have the surgery to give you cartilage in your knees, so I'll be able to dunk there.
Fine. I think he just done.
Smith with a fast break opportunity.
And it's their first points in a long time.
And the lead back up to 8 for the Suns now.
Oh, they're back in the press again. No foul.
Looks like a foul, but Smith stays with it.
Oh, the stare down.
And what feels like, it felt like this happened in 10 seconds. The lead is back up. The lead is up to 10. The biggest lead of the game for the Suns right now. And the Big Red Machine are unraveling because Watkins just dribbled that one out of bounds.
Out of the game. Notice it.
Watkins just dribbled that one out of bounds. And now Toot is going to the bench. So this is a really precarious position right now that the Big Red Machine are in.
Arthur was literally out of the game for a minute.
So you're going with fresh legs right now. Some players that coming off of the bench and haven't played, but
if you could do that with your left hand, you deserve to play. I'm big on left.
So the lead back down to 8. Smith thought about a 3, decided to dish it off. Bethel right now trying to slow down the pace of the game.
Right now, it's no shot clock. So I don't know why they're rushing the possessions.
Okay, is there really not a shot clock? Because
there's no shot clock.
I have been calling this game for 3.5 quarters, and I had no idea there was no shot clock. There's one
this
right
is why
there.
you don't do stats. This is why you are not the stat guy.
There's one right there that says 24.
And it has been on 24 since 2 games ago.
I was looking at the shot clock anyway. Obviously not me. So 20, 26, 34. Suns really taking control of this game at this point. I mean, the Big Red Machine had to give a rest to guys like Toot and Arthur, even though, you know, you run the risk of having exactly what happened before that lead ballooning, but they were gassed. I mean, these are kids, but they're not like sweatshop paper camp kids.
But at the same time, when the workload isn't as equal and you're doing a little more, you have the team on your back. You're trying to keep your guys motivated. You're trying to play tough as well. It could get tiring. But now you see that they're at 8-point depth. They're 8-point hold. If they don't get some free throws to go down, they're going to be in trouble.
At this point, what you may have to do, you've just got to run Toot like how the Cavs run LeBron. Like, go in there and you got to play 40 minutes. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I
also get me a triple-double.
I was not going to sub him.
So Bethel with the crossover. The Heat. I think the Suns right now are aware of the fact that they're not playing against the shot clock. So right now,
they found out.
So right now, just playing keep away. See, we all found out at the same time. It wasn't just me. Oscar drives and dishes to Smith, but they're going to bring it right back out. Claire, okay, if you travel, it's not a Euro step.
I didn't think that was travel.
Okay, but they called it. So if they call it travel and it's not a Euro step, what would it be? Like, which continent gets the travel step?
Hopefully not Africa.
Why you got to go there?
Because they try to blame everything on Africa.
I mean, but you shouldn't blame it on Africa.
No, I said once it's not
It's
Africa.
Black History Month, like Wednesday.
I said once it's
or
not
Thursday.
Africa.
When's the first? Thursday? Oh,
Thursday.
once it's not Africa.
Once
okay.
it's not Africa.
Okay, good, cool. So Smith will have a chance to push this lead back to 10 for the Suns. So do you go back with your regular starters right now if you're the Big Red Machine?
At this point, you got to play with your fastest lineup. Like, you can't bang with them inside. It's obvious. They scored almost all the points inside. I think you just want to create turnovers up top and just try to get as much layups as you can at this point, or much fast break opportunities as you can.
Now, you know, I always think that music choice is very important when it comes down to a key point in the game. Right now, the DJ goes with Post Malone, goes with Rockstar. I don't feel like I don't see the look in Zach's eyes. Like, nobody looks rock-starish right now in their hunt.
Nah, they had it with the Dexter Daps on the last game.
Yeah.
This one.
Shabba Mudapot.
Yeah. It's like a post-game song. No, no
I guess,
pun,
I don't
no
know.
pun, because it's Post Malone. No pun.
Actually,
yo.
that is a good point.
Yo. This is what I get paid to do.
Yeah.
Not really, Mr.
No, that's a good one. That's a good one. I can't even hate on it.
No.
So Smith at the line with a chance to extend the Suns' lead to 10, but he misses the first. Makes the second. The lead is 9, 2:30 left. And at this point, now there's pressure. You got to start feeling the clock. Tooth back into the game with a strong drive to the basket. He'll go to the line. How many free throws has he shot today, Randy? What's it looking like?
Oh, if I was his coach, we would, like, on the ride home, we would stop into any park, and we was just shooting free throws until maybe 10. I would tell his parents, don't worry about it, I got it.
You've never in your life gone home with your coach?
Never in my life, but still. I would do it to him. Maybe if my coach did it to me, I wouldn't be here.
Yeah.
You forget when I scored 6 points on Buddy?
You did score 6 points on Buddy. I do remember that. That is a very famous story, one that you will hang your hat on for the rest of your life.
6 points on Buddy Hield, bro.
I mean, you could probably still score 6 on him right now.
Probably.
He would score 126, but you'd still have 6.
That ain't the point.
Yeah, it's really not the point.
He was 5'10" at the time, though. Not 6'5".
So Toot comes up with the loose ball, and he scores 35 to 28 right now.
Oh, see, trying to get some fast break opportunities. But
Oscar breaks out of the trap.
Out of that press.
Flair with the easy bunny, and he blows it.
Oh, Arthur turns it over. You can't have any turnovers at this point. And
I think that might have done it.
What's that? Another what? 3?
No, it's a long-range 2-pointer.
Oh, it's a 2. That's a second
10
jumper.
10YS podcast name.
That's a second jumper.
So you went for 2 jumpers a quarter. What we got is 2 jumpers for the game.
Yeah.
But it still worked though. Like your theory wasn't incorrect.
I boxed that number. So 2. And now it's like insurmountable. It's starting to like starting to wear on number.
9-point lead, a minute 40.
Oh man. Just for confidence, he got to make one. He has to make one.
Sack still struggling to score.
TC
Jones gets it ahead to Claire. Claire
block.
double clutches.
Watkins with the block.
Which should have been an easy layup.
And it's looking like that's all.
I mean, sometimes you just throw it up. Bro.
Yeah. Two trying to make something happen. Oh.
And they're going to call him with the charge.
Oh, charge. I guess it's either or in that case.
I mean, every single block charge call could go either way, I think.
No,
especially in situations like that, where you don't have the restricted line to really make that call for you.
And they could just actually literally just hold the ball.
As I learned a few minutes ago.
They don't. I don't know why they keep like attacking. They don't have to do anything.
Because they came here to get buckets.
I mean, that's a fact. Talking at the table tomorrow's 7 points sound better than 4.
Oh, listen. For that first half hour in school,
no, that's strictly talking.
Every point within the last minute of the game is for that first half hour in school. Like when you just get there and everyone's talking about the game before teachers have a chance to bring you down with all that schoolwork stuff that you gotta do.
You eyeing up a little more for
there's a little extra starch that's going to be in the uniform of everybody on this TC roster.
That's a fact. And we're the only school with brown shoes, so it's extra live.
Yeah, that's true.
And finally, a 3.
I just want to ask them and ask the coaching
why not
staff,
do it more?
If they make these during desperation time periods like this, make it a part of your offense.
Jones steps it out, but
I'm not qualified to coach anybody with anything to do with basketball, but I would just have them chucking threes all day.
That's table point just now. That's going to be it. Suns advance.
See now this is a weird song. Good DJ choice right there. 41 to 35, the Suns will advance to the championship for the second consecutive year. Big Red Machine, tough loss for anybody that comes this far and you have your season end at this point. But so for TC moving forward now to the championship, what does this team have to work on? What does this team have to do differently? Because I don't think their staff would be pleased with that effort in a 3-game series.
I would say just
With whoever they face.
for one, turnovers. I mean, I know it's cliche, but you can't have a. I especially not at this rate.
I mean, you can, but you'll just
Cracking
lose.
20 plus. Cracking 20 plus in a 20-minute game is that's a lot. So you have to cut those down. You also have to. They made threes. They made jumpers.
So the Suns advance 41-35 over the Big Red Machine. We'll be back for the senior boys matchup. The St. Augustine's College Big Red Machine against the St. John's Giants.
Let's see what's happening.
And now my opportunity to be a homer.
Let's see what's happening.
We'll be back.